Welcome to moplayer Pool Talk 101. I'm thrilled to be here today with Chelsea Wallace, who is not only launching her own exciting pool venture, but is also deeply passionate about the game of pool in its community. Her new venture aims to celebrate the love of the game while inspiring more African Americans to dive into the world of pool. Welcome, Chelsea Wallace. It's fantastic to have you here. To kick things off, could you just start with just sharing with us initially what drew you to the game of pool?
Well, first off, thank you for having me.
Great.
I started playing pool when I was 13. One of my uncles has a pool table in the clubhouse, and he taught me how to play.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing professionally back in 2019. One of my old managers ran a pool league and asked me to join. When he first asked me, I was like, that sounds boring. I'd rather be in the club, turning up or doing something more fun. But they would come back from work just talking about how much fun they had shooting pool, and that's what drew me in. So I went, and they taught me everything.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, well, moving further along, let me ask you this: how do you prepare mentally and physically for the tournaments and the competition since you've been playing? Give us an idea of what's your preparation? How do you go about that when you get your mind ready?
Preparation is actually the most important thing for me because I am still learning and I'm competing against men who've been playing for years. So one of the main things I do is I do breathing exercises.
Okay.
I sit in silence and I do a lot of breathing just to get my body relaxed so that way I can play more smoothly.
And this is while you're looking on, before you get to the table, you're sitting back and this is mental. On the inside, you're saying?
Before I even leave the house.
Okay.
And then definitely when I get to the pool hall.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Can you remember one tournament that stands out the most as you've been playing pool professionally or amateur?
Yes. There was a match last year, June 2023 in Vegas. That was when I was first introduced to the breathing exercises. My homegirl in Vegas, she loves meditation and grounding, so she put me on to breathing. And right before my first match in Vegas, I was breathing, and I got relaxed.
Okay.
And I whooped ass that day. It was like crazy shots, side shots, long shots. Everything was just going in because I was more relaxed and focused.
Okay. I got a question for you. So out of 8 ball, 9 ball, 1 pocket, 10 ball, what's your preferable game? What's the game you prefer to play the most? If you had to pick one, which one would be your ultimate game to play?
8 ball. I love 8 ball. However, 10 ball is starting to become more fun to me too.
Oh, tell us a little bit about that. What is 10 ball about? For those people, I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't know what 10 ball is about, but give us a little insight on your understanding of the game of 10 ball. How's it go?
10 ball is more competitive because it's like 9 ball, where you're shooting your balls 1 through 10 consecutively. So you and your component are competing to get that same ball off the table. And you have to call your pocket.
Okay.
So with 9 ball, you can play consecutively, and if you make a slop shot by accident or luck, you're good.
Okay.
10 ball, you gotta call that pocket. So it requires me to be more skilled, to be more accurate.
Let me ask you this, leading up to that question. Name some of the pool players that you admire and like in today's game.
I would say that I admire you and Mo. I would say that when I play against you guys, it's a type of swagger that you have along with the skill. And that's what makes the game more fun, because I've played against some professionals and it's very technical and, very focused, but with you guys, you're going to call your shots, but you're going to knock them off the table and you're going to have your swag as you go to your next shot, and you're going to still have that same skill where you have your English or you're analyzing your table. And I think I admire that more from you guys.
Okay.
I have a question for you. What's your aspect of the game do you believe, what aspect of the game do you believe that sets you apart from the other players? Your style, from your point of view.
I would say that my defense has always been one of my best skills because coming into the game, learning from the ground up, of course, I wasn't making all the shots, easy or hard shots, but defense has always worked for me. It's natural. I know how to put my cue ball in a spot that's going to make it more difficult for you, whether I make my shot or not. And now that I'm more skilled, my offense is nice like my defense is, and that makes me way more competitive than I was in the past.
That's what's up. I like that. So let me ask you this: what lessons have you learned, from your losses and your setbacks in your pool career? Like, can you give us an insight on that? Like the lessons that you learned from losing in competition and just
in general,
what you developed from that.
I would say the biggest lesson I've learned from my losses is that I have to practice and I have to be consistent. There are times where I would have a routine of shooting 3 times a week. If I miss one day, it's like my game is shifted. And I'm competing against a lot of professional or semi-professional players. So I have learned that I chose this, Sometimes I wish it was easier, but I chose this. So that was the hardest lesson, is that I have to prioritize going to the pool hall every day.
Let me ask you this. In the game of pool, I see a lot of players at different pool halls. Their ritual and their routine is going to the pool hall at least once a day. Sometimes I see players going twice a day. In your mindset, what is your routine on prepping you and getting you ready for a tournament or just a match in general?
So as I mentioned before, the breathing exercises is important. I do that before every match. And I have a routine for every shot. My routine was taught to me by another league operator. His name is King George.
King George, yeah. Shout out to King George.
The routine is called grip, tempo, timing, and follow through.
Grip, tempo, follow through, and what else?
Timing. GTTF.
Beautiful. What you got for a Mo?
So I want to know I want you to describe to us like your strategy, your approach to this particular game. This match you're getting ready to play, and you see the balls on the table. What's your strategy? How are you going to approach this table before you even get there? We know you're going to breathe, get your breathing right, but then how are you going to, look at the table and say, which balls are you going to play first? Why is it necessary to play a ball first, and to analyze which direction you're going to go with the shot? Or do you just step to the table and just start playing balls because you can make it? Explain to us how that works.
I can't tell you all my secrets.
Exactly. We won't get to
I'll tell you a little bit. So for me, it's also about who I'm playing. Who I'm playing is very important. So if I'm playing someone that's very skilled, my strategy is to not always break the balls up and spread them out. I might do a little soft break.
Oh, soft break.
I might let the balls just stay clustered just because.
Oh, you talking mess now? You talking soft break? Okay. Everybody don't know what a soft break is, but that's that's deliberate, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we might need to go to break right now, and then when we come back, we'll get a little bit more. We'll dive into this a little deeper, and we'll play a little game when we come back. All right, we back with moplayer Pool Talk 101 with your boy moplayer and the co-host, my other host, One Pocket, aka Tim Wright,
what's going on?
And our guest Chelsea Wallace. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right into a game we like to play. We're gonna call this segment Rack 'em Up. We're talking pool talk. We're gonna have a little fun. So let me just jump right in, man. And here's how the game works. I'll throw a word out or phrase, and then one of you guys will answer the phrase, like, what does it mean in the game of pool?
Gotcha.
For instance, dogged it. You know, if the guy dogged that play, he dogged it, what does that mean?
Chelsea?
If he dogged it,
Yes.
Right, if he dogged
it means he lost under pressure.
it. Bingo. She wins the prize.
Next one.
Okay, next one. All right, moving right along. Okay, so you got a hanger. What is the terminology hanger? What does that mean? You got a hanger on the table. What does it mean? What's the hanger?
Let me try. In my estimation, a hanger is you shooting a shot and the ball rattles inside the pocket. To me, I think that's a hanger.
And it hangs there. That is.
That is correct.
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
All right, I got one more for you. And this is odd, but it's called a limit. What's a limit? That somebody may say that person is a limit.
Chelsea, what do you think?
What is a limit?
That sounds like what one of my old captains wanted me to do, and that's why I left their team.
Okay.
They wanted me to lose on purpose.
Lose on purpose.
And
Play
I
down
don't do that.
and sandbag. Right. I hate people that sandbag.
Let me say that too. People out there, when you run into a pool player and you acknowledge that they're playing lemon ball, please know you're in trouble. Understand that you're in big trouble because they're doing it on purpose to lure you in to think that they don't know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's called hustling, and we want to try to keep you informed on everything that's going on about pool. Go ahead, Mo.
So,
Well, it's two types though. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Because you got the people that they hustle, but then when we shoot with the leagues, that's when they're trying to keep you at a lower rank.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like that.
To all my APA, BCA players,
Yeah.
understand that is the game, which it's a hard game, but at the end of the day, you got to learn how to navigate throughout all these parameters of the game of pool.
That's another segment of that. You know, like,
Yeah, we're going to bring it back.
yes, we break me to that. You know, like, let me ask you this question: how do you feel about the aspect of the APA, their rules when it comes to coaching, their approach to the player? You get ready to play the game, and you have a coach, a delegated coach, or do you pick and choose the coach? How does that work in APA from your experience?
I dabble in APA, but I like UPA. That's my preference.
Okay. Duly noted. So what's the difference? Explain to us what's the difference between UPA and APA, if there is a difference.
What's the difference?
UPA is the United States Pool Players Association, and the rules are more competitive. You have to call your shot. You have to call your pocket. APA, I think, is American Pool Players Association.
Yep.
And the rules are more lax. It's geared more towards amateurs and beginners. But you don't have to call your shot. You know, you play, and whatever drops, that's what you take home.
And in APA, the only shot you do call is the 8-ball shot when you're playing 8-ball. And 10-ball. 9-ball in APA, you don't have to call your shot. But 8-ball, 10-ball, you do have to call the last ball, which would be the 8-ball and 8-ball game, and 10-ball in the 10-ball game. So that is the slight difference from UPA, APA. Now BCA, you got to call everything. As long as you call the pocket, you good. But I do agree. APA is definitely more amateur, which I highly suggest anybody who want to learn the game. And we want to encourage a lot of people to engage in the game because there's so many bad stigmas on pool in general. And we want to highlight the greatness of the game. So for all you out there that say, well, it might be too hard. Hey, nothing beats a try. What you say, Mo?
Nothing beats a failure but a try.
Okay, there it is.
Nothing beats a failure but a try.
There it is.
So, like, looking ahead, though, Chelsea, what are some of your goals and inspirations for the world, for the game of pool, you know what I mean, in your short-term and long-term view?
So short-term, I definitely want to win more tournaments. So when I go to Vegas this year in June, I want to win.
Okay.
And I want to start competing in more local tournaments and winning those as well.
Okay.
Long term, I will be shooting professionally, and I do want to be known in the States for shooting pool, being one of the best African American female pool players. And then from there, I want to shoot internationally as well.
So let me ask you, what would they call you?
Downtown.
Downtown?
Dime time.
Dime time. Dime time. Dude, know it. Okay, okay, all right. So downtown. Let's talk about some of your upcoming events. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about Mingle House Mixers, LLC. What's that all about?
So Mingle House Mixers is my event curation company.
Mm-hmm.
I offer out-of-the-box dating experiences.
Okay.
To all you single people.
Right, all my singles. So I have combined my passion for shooting pool with speed dating.
Okay.
And I have hue chemistry pool dating,
Okay.
where I have single men and women come to meet others. I have the women at each table posted up, and I'll have the men come to each table to date them and get to know them while they shoot pool at the same time.
Let me ask you this. How can one go and say, I want to do a pool date? How can they contact you as far as getting involved in a Q chemistry pool date?
Right.
What was your social media? How can they contact you? You got a website? What we got?
So my social media is Mingle House Mixers.
Mingle
I
House
have
Mixers.
IG, I have a Facebook group and a TikTok. So there you'll see all the information regarding where to find the tickets and my different locations. And again, Mingle House Mixers is not just pool dating, it's out of the box dating experiences. So I also have Creamy Connections coming up on March 8th. That's where I'll have singles come and they'll speed date while they're making body butter.
Body butter.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
wow. Look exotic.
All right, we back live in the wreck with moplayer Pool Talk 101 with your boy moplayer, Tim, aka One Pocket Right, and our special guest today, Mrs. Chelsea Wallace.
The beautiful Chelsea.
Yes.
Wallace.
So we decided that this month of February, being Black History Month, that we will do a special segment and to highlight some of the great African Americans to ever play the game of pool. And maybe unknown to a lot of you guys, but we're getting ready to bring it to you and enlighten you of a few people. So we've all decided to pick some of the people that we favor in our choice, and to share with you. So for me, I picked a few, and just to get it started, one of the players that caught my eye and my attention was a guy by the name of Cicero Murphy. This was an African American that was responsible for winning the world and the U.S. Nationals for the first time, as a matter of fact, on his first attempt. He's one of two players to ever do that, and the second one was Ray Martin. This guy Ray Martin, during the 70s and the 80s, he won tons of championships and titles. And so that's my spiel on that, and those are my two people. And without further ado, I'll pass it over to Chelsea.
So in honor of Black History Month, I'll be just quickly shouting out Kia Sidbury. She is a Baltimore native who started making her ranks in the pool scene. And I chose her because I found out that her name is Prime Time and my pool name is Dime Time. So I gotta reach out to her to make sure she knows it's no copyright infringement on her name.
Exactly.
So you're right.
But yeah, Kia Sidbury is definitely a pool shark, and I admire her, the way she navigates the table. And similar to me, she learned from one of her uncles, and also she learned as a beginner. She learned by watching a lot of videos on how to shoot pool, and it was her laser sharp focus on getting better that gave her that nickname Prime Time. So shout out to Kia Sidbury.
And last but not least, the name I chose out of Baltimore by way of Texas as well. His name is Johnny Cannonball Lefty Chapman. He was definitely known for one pocket. A lot of people that I heard said his breaking 9 ball was nothing like no other. We definitely want to highlight all these players, and on another segment we will highlight more. But right now, these are just a few that we want to highlight, bring it to the screen. Maybe your first time pool player, never heard of these names. We're doing our research as well to bring you more information on these guys. Like Cicero Murphy, we have a friend that we all know at our local pool hall. We're going to interview him on a later date. He was a childhood friend of Cicero Murphy. Grew up in Brooklyn. He's been knowing him all his life. He knows the whole family. Hopefully we'll get to New York and we can go down memory lane and show you exactly how Cicero Murphy lived. So tune in next time, and we're going to give you a lot of more content just to the people who really love the game like we do. And we all are passionate about what we're doing, and we hope some of y'all are, and hope some of y'all will come on in and join the game. Mo?
Yeah, also, so I want to talk about what we got coming up, our upcoming event.
That's right.
First of all, we have an event, a tournament coming up called the Showdown. It's going on in Covington, Georgia at Pockets. And we're working on the sponsorship, man. We welcome you all to come in, man. Nobody's unwanted. Everybody's welcome to come in, be it a 2 in skill to a 10 in skill. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. If you feel like you're confident and you feel like you can win and you're capable, come on out. And we love to have you.
It's an open tournament as well.
No doubt about it. Grand prize, I think it's $10,000.
Yes.
And you can place up to.
We paying out eight spots. Who's paying out the 8th spot, the 8th place. Also, the top 3 women, we got cash prizes for the top 3 women in the tournament. No age limit. We got young phenoms supposed to be coming. I don't want to give you the details on that because I want to be a surprise. But all ages from 4 to if you're 94, please come out.
Also, did we mention one of the upcoming interviews is with one of the best friends of the guy we mentioned, Cicero Murphy.
That's right.
You mentioned that.
Okay, yeah.
We did.
So we got that coming up, and some other names, man, you guys may have heard of. We got a gentleman by the name of Groundhog. Real special guest that's coming up, and we look forward to getting this brother on live.
Alice Rim.
Talking to you guys. Alice Rim.
Ex-professional pool player.
Ex-professional pool player. Exactly. As well as a number of APA and BCA players that we associate with, and that we look forward to hearing their story, man, and what brought them to the game of pool, and what's their passion and their love.
And let me say this too. Also, for y'all out there, drop names in the inbox. Let us know some of the players that you want to highlight. Maybe they not getting the proper love they deserve. We want to interview them, bring them on, give them the time to shine and glow, and definitely educate us on their perspective of pool, because we want to hear everybody. We want to exclude no one. We don't want to leave nobody out.
Which brings me to a young fella. I understand he's around 13, 14 years old now. Jaws.
No.
D'Angelo, what is his last name?
Spivey.
D'Angelo Spivey. Is that
No, his last name is Spain.
Spain. D'Angelo Spain. When they call him Jaws, look him up. A young fella. He's whooping tail, man. I mean, this guy is
out of Virginia.
He's breaking and running. He's breaking and running the balls, and he's phenomenal, man. We look forward to talking to the youth like this, man. People like him, man, that are enthusiastic about the game. They love the game. They're very passionate, and they give their all to the game, man. And we love it. We hope you all can appreciate what we bring to you, because what we're trying to do is just bridge the gap from the space. We want to talk about the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like, so many of us love the game, but we don't get the recognition that we think we deserve, because either we don't open our mouth, we don't speak about it, or if we do, it's just not enough of us. So you kind of get brushed under the rug when it's just you against the world. It seems like. So we're trying to open the door and kind of bridge the gap, the segue to being somebody who just want to be, to a person who can be and who has developed into something that's great and phenomenal. And this game of pool is just that, man. I mean, you like the game of golf, tennis, baseball. Hey, it's all relevant. When we talking pool, it's all got to do with green and balls and competitiveness, and we trying to bring it to a broad span and open it up, man, so everybody can be a part of it, man, and bring more African Americans furthermore to the game, because it's not enough of us participating and being active in this movement, and that's what we're wishing for and we're hoping for, and we're hoping you guys enjoy this, because we got much more to bring to you guys, and that's what it's all about. Positivity, man, and bridging the gap and bringing everybody together from all cultures and all aspects of this game. And we'd love to hear from you and to find out what it is that you offer and bring back to the community and your part, and your role. Exactly. So tap in with us, link in, man. We're going to be here, man, bringing you content week in and week out. This is the moplayer Pool Talk 101 show. Again, we're here with our special guest, Chelsea Wallace.
Hold on, one more time. Let's get your social media information.
No doubt.
It's Mingle House Mixers. That is on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Mingle House Mixers. And I have a passion for pool and dating experiences. Also, I have a passion for teaching beginners how to shoot pool. So the crossover between what I do and the Showdown tournament is that we're looking for beginners, but also African American beginners, to give our culture a specific hobby that we can do to bring all of us together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We trying to get some more social media, because there's plenty of ways for us to, or plenty of ways for you guys to view us. We get some more social media information so you can tune in, support the channel. Also, we have various ways of you guys getting information to ask us questions via Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever the social media you in. We want to hear those questions. We want to get everybody information out. Mo?
Absolutely. So, in closing, man, we want to say, look forward to seeing this and nuances every week, from week in and week out. We're going to bring you everything we got. When we get it, you got it. We want to bring you nothing but the facts. It's just that, live and direct every time. That's our mission, is to enlighten the youth as well as the senior citizens, man. So ain't no in between. You know, this is one of the fewest sports that you can play at whatever given age. If given the spirit and the idea and the moxie, you can be the Michael Jordan, the LeBron James, the Kobe Bryant. You know, you can be special in this game of pool, man. Just if you put your mind to it. And it is a game that really structures discipline, and that's why I love it so much. I mean, if you put your all into it and you say this is what you want to do, you'd be surprised the outcome. You'd be surprised with the outcome.
Well, I got one more social media: @stories through David Lens. That's another way of watching our content. So please support all our content. moplayer Pool Talk 101.
Yes,
YouTube page.
Yes, and so actually we haven't work done on the site right now, but when it's up, which will be up within the next week to two for certain, you can go to MPT, that represents moplayer Pool Talk 101. So to shorten it, it'll be mpt101.com, and you can reach us and you get all the links and all the information and the upcoming events and everything that we got going on. And we dedicate this particular show right now to the greats that have opened up doors before us and made it possible for us to be out here to even conversate about a game that so many people thought was a hidden treasure, so to speak. And it is, you know. It's been a hustler's game and all, but it's funny that the majority of people that play the game don't even hustle. You know what I mean? But it's got that title. And it's a hustler's game, and if it is, then so is pool. I mean, so is golf, baseball, football, basketball, and you name it. So we're here to level the playing field, so to speak, and bring you, man, much more excitement, man, about the game of pool in the realm of the African American community, man. And we bridging the gap. Here we are, your main man, moplayer, and And,
one
pocket. And Tim Wright, man. And our special guest today, Chelsea Wallace, man. Y'all give us a round of applause. We appreciate you being here, Chelsea.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.